Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Aho, yes.
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Sammy Kimball.
Yes.
Thank you, Council, and also aloha to Sammy. Glad that you're with us today.
Yes, thank you.
All right, excellent. So next up is Resolution 2189. And Reva, floor is yours.
Okay, this is the leveraging part of this grant submittal. Basically what I had mentioned before, the Pawnee Nation is going to leverage $333,333. A portion of that comes from the Department of Transportation, and a portion of that comes from the already allocated PBC amount of $233,033 out of the $1.5 million that was allocated out of ARPA. This also includes the code of conduct, which is a requirement from HUD. And within the resolution, it states the last time that that the code of conduct has been submitted in. And this is pretty much standard. When I went back and checked it, all of the, tribes, their code of conducts were in like 2015, 2016, 2017. So this doesn't need to be updated every year. But, if this is something that the PDC would like to consider updating, I'd be more glad to look into that to do so, but it's not required to be updated before the submittal.
Thank you, Reva. If you could circulate the code of conduct to the council, that would be good. Folks, are there any questions of Reva on this? Hearing none, may I ask for a motion to approve, please?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. We have a motion, and I believe that was Donna that seconded it. Any discussion
Cynthia.
on the motion? Oh, Cynthia. I'm sorry. Thank you, Cynthia.
It was Cynthia, sorry.
Okay. All right. Call for the vote, please.
Jordan Canuho,
Yes.
George Garden, yes. Carol Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Aho, yes.
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Sammy Kimball. Sammy Kimball.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Council. Motion carries. Next up, we have Resolution 21-90. Reva, floor is yours.
Okay, this resolution, this is one I'm still working on. I'm working with the Department of Transportation to get some of these projected costs, and they haven't gotten to me yet. So if you see the resolution, there's a bunch of like X's and there's unknowns of what it's going to cost to maintain this structure once it is completed. Now we're only talking about the parking lot and the street lights. So the only number that I have as a utility cost would be about almost $800 for an annual cost. But that's the only thing that I have. Again, I'm working with Chris, and he was supposed to give me some numbers but by the end of the day. So I don't know how you guys want to proceed on this one, because I just don't have the numbers for what it would cost to maintain a street. Now I know that Chris does, and I think in the last few years, he puts it on his tip from the Department of Transportation to put seal coatings on our roads, and he did a major seal coating project a few years ago. So I know this would be also included in there. I think he's just trying to get the breakdown for just this particular parking lot and access ways.
Thank you, Council. So Reva, what are you asking us to approve this resolution at this time and then add the figures in at a later date? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, if I can if the council feels comfortable with approving this with the changes that I'm going to need here by the end of the day, yes. And then I can submit those figures on into Jamie, and then she can pass that information on to the council.
Okay, thank you. And it seems to me that that's a ministerial kind of a task. Council, what are your wishes? Do you want to go ahead and pass this subject to getting the figure later from Reva later today? Well, let me go back and ask Reva, and I take it, Reva, is this time sensitive? In other words, you need to get this done today while we're gathered here?
Yeah, today is our submittal date, and we have until 11 o'clock tonight to get this in.
Okay. So council, this is time sensitive, and so I guess it would be my thought that I look on this as more or less a ministerial task that so I guess it would be my recommendation just to, if you're so inclined, to go ahead and approve it, subject to Reva getting the final figure to everyone later today. But that's up to the council. So any comments or on the recommendation?
Yeah, I think these numbers are going to be, sorry, Gene here, Evans here. But I think these numbers are going to be whatever they're going to be. And it's not not something that there's going to be some change or some surprise there, I don't think. I would move we accept it, resolution 2190.
I'll second. This is Cynthia.
Thank you, council. We have a motion from Dr. Evans with a second from Councilwoman Butler. Any discussion on the motion, folks?
I just wanted to say, it's George, on that third whereas, you have an extra for the in the middle of it, Reva. Other than that, no, I'm good with that.
Thank you for that, Mr. Secretary. Appreciate your good eye to this afternoon. Any other comments, folks? Okay, hearing none. Mr. Secretary?
Jordan Canuho,
Yes.
George Gardner, yes. Carol Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Aho, yes.
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Tammy Kimball.
Yes.
Thank you, council. Motion carries, and Reva, congratulations. And thank you for your presentations.
Thank you. I have a question.
Yes.
Would it be okay? I need to have these signed as soon as, will we be able to use your stamp, or are you're going to be able to come in to sign these resolutions for today?
Wow. I have to confess, I threw my back out. I can barely get around here. But if you need me to come in, if my stamp will not suffice, then I could come in.
I think the stamp's just fine. I think we've used it before.
Okay, well, in that case, I'd appreciate it. As a frail elder with a bad back, I'm grateful for that. Anything else, Reva, on this? It's good to see this project moving forward here. And so,
No, but again, thank you to the PBC for taking your time out today to approve these resolutions for us. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Reva.
All right. Well, that wraps up today's business. I guess the Next thing would be to see when we are to meet again. And gosh, I don't see anything on my calendar here. So council, it's whatever your wishes are.
It's just a quarterly meeting, I think, is the next one.
Oh, and when is that, Mr. Secretary?
I think it's November 6th.
Dang, didn't we just have one of them? Okay, so that will be our next meeting then, November 6th. What time should we meet, folks? What's your wishes? 10 a.m.?
I think someone suggested 9 at the last meeting.
Yeah, I believe
Okay,
it was.
9 a.m.? Okay. Quarterly meeting. So that means we got to get our reports together, folks.
And I think we agreed we're not doing any other business. Okay, I'll just put that out there.
At the quarterly meeting?
Yes.
You know, I think that last quarterly meeting got kind of out of hand. What was it, a 7 or 8 hour meeting? Was it? Was that about an 8-hour meeting? Yeah. So you guys cool it on your last minute additions.
I will be adding that.
All right, folks. So with that, I believe brings us to the end of this meeting, and short and sweet. That's going to be my new resolution for the rest of the calendar year here. It's going to be my nickname.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All right. We have a motion and we have a second, folks. Mr. Secretary, call for the vote, please, sir.
Jordan Canuto,
Yes.
George Gardner, P.S., Kel Chapman,
Yes.
Cynthia Butler,
Yes.
Donna Hare,
Oh,
Gene Evans,
Yes.
Sammy Kimball.
Yes.
1:59 p.m.
All right. Well, motion carries, and you all have a great day. And Vice President